and it makes you feel good. All right? And so going into a 5-star hotel or a 5-star restaurant, we should have a 5-star experience. And so our first skit is a 5-star experience played by Skylar Dale, Skylar Walker Dale. She likes for me to say his Walkerness. And Madison Dale, my little girl, is going to be the trainee. And Sky, can you please tell everyone what makes this cake so special?
Okay, so this cake is made with all natural ingredients. It's made with farm-raised eggs, cocoa imported from Madagascar, flour from a mill in London, and it's all natural. And I know y'all love it.
Awesome. Awesome presentation, Sky. Would you guys like to take a bite and tell us what you think?
It's delicious.
It's fantastic.
It's excellent.
All right.
Very thorough.
So everybody in this presentation loves the cake, it seems like. And when we love the experience that we have, this is an example right here. I don't know why I have these mixed up. Of what a referral sheet looks like when someone has a good experience with the person and knows what they're being served. And so when we do a good presentation and explain, how'd you like that? What did we say? What do we got?
I said it's made with all natural ingredients, farm-raised eggs.
Farm-raised egg, not regular eggs.
It's made with imported cocoa from Madagascar.
Yes.
It's made with
Only
raw
the best.
organic sugar and flour from England.
Okay, so things that we can say about the rainbow is that it's American made. You get what you pay for. Okay, it's made out of Lexan. That's what they make football helmets. Not everything football helmets are made out of NASCAR windshields. Not everything that you get nowadays that you get what you pay for, but you do get what you pay for in a rainbow. And so knowing and being knowledgeable of your product, and so coming into training, learning more about the product that you sell so that you know what to say. But you know what the biggest thing is? Sky knew his product because he knew what he put inside the ingredients. When you use the rainbow, all that is your testimony. Tell your truth to your customers about how you feel about your rainbow. That's why we don't have to be good salespeople. All we have to do is be good at talking to people, telling them the truth. And then everybody loves the truth, and it makes people feel good. And then they listen. And then we're not perceived as salespeople in their home. We're perceived as people just teaching other people a better way. And the reason it's a better way is because of that water. And they receive that information if they're hearing us. And they hear us if they like us. And they like us if we do a great presentation and if we represent ourselves well. And so being on time, think about that. Sometimes we start off on the wrong foot and we're a little bit late. I'm guilty of that a lot of times, but that makes people upset sometimes. And now our hill just got even steeper before we even started, right? So this person showed up on time, and they probably did because they knew where they were going, because they felt good about this appointment card. Does that make sense? When you know where you're going, you feel good about it because we already know we're selling the best. Then when we do a good presentation, we're going to get a good result every single time. And what did y'all think about the presentation from the dealers? Being them.
Very good. Very
Good
informative.
rapport. Would
Yes.
you have sent them to your friends and family?
Absolutely.
You know why we have a completely filled up referral sheet? Because these people felt comfortable enough with these people that they gave people that they knew. When you give people that you know all their info. And we already know what the husband does, and we already know what the wife does, and so we're able to get a whole referral sheet that has no holes in it because we know that person. they liked the product so much that they wanted to refer their friends because of all these things that made it the best. And so all the things that made it the best were all the ingredients in the cake, but all the things that make it the best are things that we're going to show people that this rainbow does. That everybody knows somebody that's got small children, that has headaches, that has sinuses. Every single one of those ingredients is a person that affects. Has small children that has ear infections all the time. And it's picky housekeeper. You know, these are people that take good care of their yard. You know, people that take care of the outside, take care of the inside. These are people we need to put down, and we know about those people when we get a full referral sheet, when we do a good job, and we're always going to be serving the best product. Remember, this is going to be the best no matter what we serve and how we serve it. This is always going to be the best no matter what. So that should give us confidence knowing that we're having the best. All right, skit number 2. This person, just to give y'all a heads up, Candace has just called our dealers. Now Madison, she's been watching and she's been learning. She's ready to do some of the show herself, she thinks. This person, we were in a rush, so we got a date and time. We got an address. We know where we're going. We know they have a dog. We know some things about these people, but not a lot. Okay? So when we pull up, this is like we're going to not a 5-star experience, but we're like going to where? Logan's. We're going to Logan's. That's what the relation to the house. Going to Logan's. All right. Sky and Madison this time. Can you please tell me, everyone, what makes this cake so special?
Okay, this cake is made with natural ingredients, sugar, flour, and eggs. And y'all will like it.
Okay. Gee, thanks. Are you gonna try yours? Okay. I might try mine. It's just a corner piece. I mean, it's not bad.
It's a
Has
cake.
that hit the day late?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, this scene, all right. With this one, this is what the referral sheet looks like. Okay, see how we've got some holes in this referral sheet? Sometimes when we get holes in a referral sheet, and not all the times, but a lot of times if we're getting holy referral sheets, do you know what that means? We might be doing something inside the home. Like, you remember when Madison served it and then she licked her finger and it was funny? You know, but then she said, I can't believe she licked her finger. You know, sometimes just putting water in your rain makes all the difference. It's the little things. Because when you have somebody that's very peculiar over their things, when you take your water basin and fill up your water basin to the rainbow, and when you do it in your rainmate presentation at the beginning, take your bowl and stick it up underneath the faucet and fill it up. And then turn it off and then take the bowl out. Because if you don't, water's going to fall down the water bowl. And then when you set it down on their table or on their night or wherever we're at, it bothers some people for water to hit their wood. It bothered her that Madison licked her finger. And so even though she might have liked the product, she might not have referred her to her friends because of something that if she would adjust herself just a little bit, she would get better results. And so being conscious of what we are doing, because sometimes it makes sense to lick your finger. Do not let them see it. So if you spill some water on the outside, wipe it off before you make sense in your home? Because sometimes we're getting, sometimes we get holiness in our work because we just don't take the time to go back at the end. We're asking for names at the beginning, and some people fill it all the way out. Some people, we have to say, okay, I see you've got Jessica and Greg up here, and I see Greg's a firefighter. What is it that Jessica does? And we have to take that time. See, at the end, Jim actually liked the cake and might have wanted some more, but they left before they got that information. And we leave before we finish getting all the information sometimes. And so now when we're calling this person, now we're having to call somebody that we're having to ask them where they work. And so instead of asking the friends where they work, we're asking them, and it sounds a little bit more offensive. Does that make sense? Sounds like why do you need to know where I work when I don't even have to buy anything in order to let you come over? And that's what puts people on the defense. Which in actuality, we like to know this because everybody is getting credit for looking at a demonstration, and everything is entered into a system, and that's how they come up with what we need to do in order to give away stuff and not charge people for it. And so it's just for us to have that data. But the data has to be entered in, and where we get the data and when we get the data makes it offensive or not offensive at all. The people that are these people, they're friends and family. And when you do a good job with the presentation, that's what you get, friends and family. You know about your friends and family. You know what they do for a living. You can easily fill this out. Does that make sense? All right, third skit. Y'all are doing fantastic. Thank you for laughing. Third skit, we are literally going through a drive-through. Okay? It's a drive-through. Now, because it looks like a drive-through, as the dealers, tell me about your headspace right now. Thinking they're going to buy anything? You done already talked yourself out of it.
Is that real?
You have? All right, well, tell me why you think this cake's so special.
This is the rainbow, and it's made with some good stuff.
Are we supposed to use our hands?